Hello guys, Svetman here, and welcome to Smite. We're playing Arena, we're playing Thoth. I picked, well, both Arena and Thoth because I kind of want to see if I can focus on talking a little bit more about Season 4 while showing you guys a little bit of gameplay. I figured we'd play Thoth before he's ripped because Season 4 is coming, and fuck all that noise. I mean... I just... See, the thing is, I read the patch notes, and I went through them, as some of you might have seen my video, and I just couldn't understand how the hell they were taking Smite in such a poor direction. And then high-res Ajax streamed yesterday, and he was gonna explain some of the choices that he made. Like, it was a stream to clarify. He was streaming the PTS, and he was kind of trying to clarify some of the changes that are coming in Season 4. And I just couldn't. I just couldn't understand how the hell people, like, how are you taking Smite in that direction? I was baffled by the seemingly just being stupid for stupid. Like, it feels like it's just changes for change's sake. So I watched him stream, and I come in there, and immediately they're talking about Chronos. Oh god. They're talking about Chronos, and so the argument is, Chronos is heavily relying on his Fatalis effect right now in his Accelerate, and people are saying that he's gonna be absolute ass cancer now. That he's gonna suck the donkey dicks out of everybody. Like, he's gonna... he's gonna suck ass now because he doesn't have the Fatalis effect, and they didn't give him anything in return. And I shit you not, the response from Ajax was, I do not think that is true. That was his response. He was just like being all cocky and like arrogant about it. I do not think that is true. I do not think that is true. Listen, just because the idiots on Reddit can argue with just, I don't think, you're the fucking lead designer of a game, you fucking cock. Like, you can't do that. Like, you can't just, I don't think that is true. You're not changing things based on what you think, because that would make you a fucking cunt and a retard. You should be changing based on what you fucking know. Show us some evidence. Give us the reasoning why it wouldn't be bad. Show us what is going to take its place. How the hell is that Fatalis effect not going to fucking show some sort of documentation or something? You can't just not think. I don't think that is true. Well, I think it's true, and what makes your opinion more valuable than mine? Fucking back it up, you dumb cunt. I was baffled that he could actually sit there and feel like, it's basically like when I argue with an idiot in the YouTube section. He doesn't think I'm right, but he doesn't say why. He's the lead designer of this game. He should not think. He should back it up. Like, why is it not? Well, because his one does so and so and blah 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 blah. Because Fatalis now got a penetration buff that means that it's not as horrible of a pickup for him. Like, you need to do something other than just, I don't think it's true. One of the huge problems with Chronos is that he doesn't come online until like level 16 or something. And now he needs to come online even later, because he needs to build fucking Fatalis, and that will be at the cost of, say, fucking Wingblade, which gives him some... First off, that's going to take away his movement speed, so he's not going to chase you all that much. But second of all, and most importantly, it's going to take away his survivability, which he sorely lacks. I just don't... it's just... mind-boggling. No. I didn't charge it fully because I thought it would be enough. Like, I just don't understand how you can make an argument based on just... Like, how can you just say, I don't think so? You're the lead designer, man. You should be better than that. There's no way. Just let me take that. Come on, we get this for you.
Your day of judgment is nigh.
Like, I don't get it. Like, how can you... That's just... But alright, I mean... I gave him the benefit of the doubt and figured, well, I mean, he might just have had that question before and he's tired of answering it. So I stuck around. And... Like, I saw his gameplay. And I now understand why everything is being made easily and more, like, just generally speaking, why the skill cap is taken out of Smite. I now understand. First off, he was playing support, he was playing Khepri. And his first active was beads. Like, he had beads on Khepri. He had beats on Khepri. And you're like, well, did they have a heavy CC lineup? No, they actually had a weak CC lineup. Like, he seemingly had beats on Khepri just because he was scared of it. Oh, that was horrible. It was never gonna hit. That was stupid. He had beats on Khepri seemingly just because he was scared of the support circuit. That's why he had beats on Khepri. That's all. Like, and you might be like, well, at least he doesn't get CC'd, right? I have 2 points in my... I'm an idiot. Well, at least he doesn't get CC'd and picked up. No, because he couldn't use beats. Like, his beat would be like 5 or 6 seconds too late. Exaggerations. But still. Still. Like, what the hell? Why'd you have... Rip me. I'm just...
Your day of judgment is nigh.
So... But that's... Alright, that's, like... He might not be used to supporting or whatever, like... I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to... Honestly, I can't save him. I wanna be like, well... That it could be... No, I can't find a single saving grace for him. Not a single one. But... Alright. So... You might be thinking, well, beats and Khepri is not... No. Alright, so they were diving a Phoenix. He was on comms. He was playing with Pompon and some guy who was apparently a challenger level player. And this challenger player was playing Mercury, Pon was playing Vulcan, and Ajax was playing Khepri. And they're diving this Phoenix. And... No! Fuck! And... they're diving this Phoenix, and not only, like, he calls out for the Mercury, you know, I have ult for you, don't worry, I have ult for you, and he then ults him, way too early, so that the oh god, no, please, thanks, man. He ults him way too early, so the Khepri ult is basically wasted. So now Mercury is kind of running around under the Phoenix, while Ajax is tanking the Phoenix. Mercury has used all of his movement speeds, or all of his movement abilities, and is still trying to get this kill. And he's calling out, I'm gonna get this kill. And like you can,
Your day of judgment is nigh.
I don't know what. He's like calling out. I'm gonna try and get the kill or something. I'm not like. Ajax is just still. No. Ajax is still tanking this bloody Phoenix. while Mercury's running around in there, and it's clear as day. It's clear as day that Mercury's trying to die. He's trying to obtain aggro from this Phoenix. And Ajax keeps tanking it. And keeps tanking it. And he keeps tanking it. And he doesn't leash it until... And he doesn't leech it until the ult is over. And Mercury's still in there. And by that time, not only did he secure the Mercury died, because he swapped aggro to him when the ult was over and not when he had the ult, he also took so much damage that he got picked up afterwards. Like, it was just... it was so clear to me that he just doesn't understand the game at any sort of level. Like, it was just... Like, you don't make that kind of misplay if you know what you're doing.
No, you don't.
Fuck me.
Okay, try and keep up.
Wait.
My team is
I was not paying attention. Here, me.
you done. Let's pick up the pace.
I just don't get it. Like, I was just sitting there baffled. Like, how are they entrusting you with the balancing of this game? Like, I understand why things are getting easier because you apparently can't grasp, like, any sort of complex thinking in this game. Like, it's just, I was baffled. Like, he was, I don't get it. Like, I'm just mind blown. And then we came on to the map changes. Somebody asked about the map changes. He wouldn't answer my questions, but I imagine that he just didn't see them. Like, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and just say he didn't see them, which is fine. And then there was the map questions. Like, people were saying, listen, this is horrible. This is dumb. Why the hell does the game start? I'm an idiot. Why do I miss that? Yeah, that's the problem with Neith, right? She thinks she has an escape, but it's just set up. Hi, Ares. Oh god, no. Please get him off me. Wow, Hercules saved my ass. So, I'm just, like, they were into the map changes, and he's like, I think, again, like, I think, don't prove anything, just think something, and you're apparently golden in hierarchy. Like, fuck off. He's like, I think that this new start is gonna open up a lot of opportunities.
Let's pick up the pace.
Or whatever. Like, it's gonna make for interesting jungle start, because now so many things are possible. You don't have to be somewhere. And, like, yeah, okay, I get it that you need, like, I can see that you need there not to be something that is clearly better than others, because you don't seem to grasp where... No, that's not gonna hit.
Your day of judgment.
Oh, fuck. I'm an idiot. I shouldn't... Like, that play, guys, was bad because I didn't have beats or ages. I had no active, and I dashed aggressively into an Ares that I should know had ult. Luckily, I didn't get punished, which I should have been. So...
What? How? I must make note of this.
And I'm just... Nah, let's just do this. And I'm just baffled. Like, he's... I think that it made for such an interesting whatever. Like, so many new blah blah blah. You can do everything. Yeah, fair. Alright, but what are we gonna do for 30 seconds, you dumb blonde? Why don't you make the minions spawn at fucking minus 30 then instead? And you just took the red while I'm 8-0 level 20 Thoth with the late game. Okay, never mind. I dashed the wrong way. I wanted to dash close to that Mercury and I would have killed him. Fuck off. And he brought up the argument that the map had been the same for now, what, a whole season. And only now, during the later stages of the season, the invade meta really spawned. And he's making the argument that we can't, like, see through what this is gonna mean, because it took an entire season to find the meta we're in now. And I'm just sitting there, looking to myself,
Your day of judgment is nigh.
and wondering, do you not know that items and guard balancing and all these sort of things influence I'm dead? No, quickly again. Idiot!
Your day of judgment is nigh.
Oh, he's dead. And I'm just, it's just mind-boggling. So, one thing though, Thoth and damage. You see my build. I have Doom-Orb. I have I'm Glass Cannon. I am Glass Cannon.
Let's pick up the pace.
And I
Power.
can't just destroy a Mercury. I need to use my escape to destroy Mercury. Mercury is the squishiest character. I missed that. I'm an idiot. That was risky. I'm probably gonna... No, I'm fine. My team. I have a team. I'll clear the minions.
Your day of judgment is nigh.
This Hercules is just destroying them. Okay, welcome.
No! That's so unfair!
Now you go.
I need. Fuck me. And I have such a hard time understanding how the hell he's allowed to make the chain. No, I wanted to snipe. Oh, but he's making the argument that we don't know completely what's going to change. That's true. But the meta we have now, just, it's just because Hog. It's literally just because Hog is what it is. And there's so much snowball and no real, like, yeah, I don't know. I just ugh. When everybody does it, you have to do it to not get destroyed. And it's just, like, I was so frustrated watching it. I'm just sitting there thinking, did we actually just win that in, like, 15 minutes? I was just blown away, and I understand now why everything is getting changed to be easier. And seeing his play and how he handles beats and such, I understand now why so many cheat death mechanics are getting added into the game, which, I'm sorry, but to the rest of us is just going to be annoying because idiots are going to get away with things they shouldn't. And, like, how is it fun that you have a minute and 30 seconds to start the game off, to get where you want to be, to get where you have to be, to build what you need to build, to get your actives, to, like, sort out something, like, make a strategy with your team, and then the game starts, and then there's nothing to do for 30 seconds. And you might be sitting there arguing, well, you can fight. Yes, you can fight. But what's stopping them from running away? Like, what are you... Let's say you have Thanatos, Osiris, Ymir, Neith, and a mage, I don't know, Poseidon. All of them have pretty strong level 1s. And the enemy team has Amaterasu, or maybe Odin, but let's just say Amaterasu. They have Shibalanke, they have Kronos, they have Kali, and they get... Who do they get as a support that's not great level 1? Who's not great level 1? Like, the argument is that Athena is not great level 1, but I'm gonna say that a taunt that big is always great. Who can they have? Who the hell could they have? I don't know. Let's just say they have a weak guardian. It doesn't matter. one team is horrifically strong at level 1, the other team is not. What's stopping the weak team from just sitting under their Phoenix? Why are they fighting? Why should they be fighting? What are they fighting over? They're fighting over nothing. They give up nothing by not fighting, which is what is happening right now with the invade meta. If you do not fight, you lose your shit. If you do not fight, you have to counter invade. And if you do not do that, you just lose your shit and you lose the early game and possibly the entire game. But apparently, it's just inherently better that there's nothing to do. Which is just mind-numbingly stupid to me. If you want to make it, like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, it's just so... Ugh. There's nothing to do in the first 30 seconds of the game because there's no reason to do anything. There's nothing to gain. There's nothing to take. Like, sure, you can look for first blood, but if you don't get first blood, you're just walking around that fucking jungle doing nothing. If you don't want to lose first blood before minions spawn, you just sit under your bird. And I'm annoyed. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. May Thoth rip in peace. Yeah, no, let's just quickly, here's my argument why Thoth needs a buff. And it's just, they're nerfing this, which is his best and only good ability, more or less. This, look at this base damage. 35 to 115. There's 3 of them, 25% magical power, sorry. Now let's take a look at this. Exact same base damage, higher scaling, an extra one, and movement speed, but you can't fire it. Like, it's just auto fire. So in that sense, you can't really aim, and so it's probably fair that Thoth only has 3. Why does Thoth scale at 15% less though? Well, it could have something to do with this, which gives him 55 bonus power at max rank and 10% extra scaling. But he's still scaling at less. It's still less scaling. Right? It's still less. And like, so it's only 5 less scaling. All right, so that's 15 less scaling, 15% less scaling, and then Isis shoots out a 4th ball. So it's 55% less scaling. That means that this ability bonus damage bullshit, whenever Isis has, like, what, 100 power, she's just gonna make up for it, right? Because she has, like, with the 3 things, if you put this on 3, it's gonna inherently be more than an extra shot, because it'll just be more damage. But then Isis gets the extra shot, she gets the extra base damage, so it's, and he needs to use 2 abilities. What if Isis, where is she? Why can I not do letters? Here, what if Isis uses her setup ability? Oh, she takes away 30% of their protections. I think, I mean, I'm not. But if you could have 55 plus 10% extra scaling, or you could take 30% of their protections, not just away, but to yourself, while slowing them and silencing them for 2 seconds. And then we have, like, they're very similar. They have a big ult, they have a channel-ish, like they have a projectile one, they have a debuff or a buff to their things, and then they have a secondary damage. So on Thoth, you dash, and then you fire off this thing. That was wrong. You fire off this thing, And it's going to hit for 70 to 230 plus 60%. Whereas this thing hits for 70 to 230. So did they just copy Isis's scaling? Oh, but... Or no, Isis's base damage? Oh! But 10% more scaling. And this. Like, 1.5 times damage at max range. So it's just always gonna hit for more. And you max this probably second on Isis, I think. Maybe. I do. Whereas Thoth is the last thing you max. And Thoth has a slow, this has a stun. Oh, wait, but... So now we're just making Thoth a long-range Isis with less damage. That's what we're doing, because Thoth is also getting a 1-second stun. Good job, Ajax. I wonder where you got that idea. Maybe, did you just port Isis's kit? Like, different? So alright, we need another Isis, right? So what are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna make it 3 shots instead of 4. So what about the base damage? Just keep it the same. What about the scaling? Less. But he has one. Yeah, I'm Ajax. Now, he needs an escape. Alright, so with Susano, we kind of learned that a lot of movement speed is frustrating for the players. We did this, like, we learned it already with Saket, but we didn't learn, so we released Susano. So how is he gonna be not frustrating? Let's have an instant dash that is extremely fast, probably the fastest in the game, and have it be like a decent range, like a normal range dash, and then put a slow on the end. All right, that's cool. That's a cool ability. That's cool. I actually like the ability. It's a little frustrating, but still. All right, so that's probably not going to be. Oh, and let's give him a wall, so that when he does things through the wall, everything goes further. Oh, that's cool. That's really nice. What's the wall going to do? It's going to give him extra power and extra scaling. It's also going to help his allies. Amazing. That's so interesting. But again, it's kind of the same. But still, that's interesting. Oh, but when he dashes through it, he goes all the way back to his fountain almost. That's not going to be frustrating. Oh, but he's not as fast. All right, so you can keep up. Oh, but he has a slow afterwards. So you can't catch him. Okay. Let's put it on a 16-second cooldown. Great! Cool. High trade-off for a good escape. A long cooldown. And he needs it to do a lot of damage, so you need to make the decision whether or not. And then the big cool ult that you charge, and then it one-shot things, and it's like slightly smaller than Kukulkan, but the same range if you pass it through the glyph. But less base damage, more scaling. Okay. Alright, so Thoth is not doing well. What are we doing? Let's cut the cooldown off his dash. Let's make him frustrating. Alright, so Thoth is not doing well. What are we gonna do? Let's nerf his ult. And give his dash a stun so that he's almost Isis. And even more frustrating. Because if you manage to close the gap, now you have to do it again. And he needs something else. Let's make him better at helping his team taking towers. Good. Yeah. Ship it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.